Leviticus chapter 5. Now, if a soul should sin in hearing the utterance of an oath, and is a witness, whether he saw or knew of the matter, if he does not tell it, he shall bear his guilt. Or if a soul should touch any unclean thing, whether it is the carcass of an unclean animal, or one torn by a wild animal, or the unclean carcasses of creeping things, or the unclean carcasses of cattle, or should touch human uncleanness, even by any uncleanness, which by touching it he is defiled, and he is unaware of it, but afterwards becomes aware, he shall bear his guilt. Or if a soul should swear, speaking thoughtlessly with his lips to do evil or good, whatever a man may pronounce by an oath, and it should escape his notice, and thus he should sin in one of these things, then he shall confess his sin in that thing, and he shall bring for his trespass against the Lord, and for his guilt, a female from the sheep, a lamb, or a kid of the goats as a sin offering. So the priest shall make atonement for him concerning the sin he committed, and it shall be remitted him. But if he should be unable to afford a sheep, he shall bring for the sin he committed 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons to the Lord, one as a sin offering, and the other as a whole burnt offering. He shall bring them to the priest, who shall offer the first one as a sin offering. Then he shall wring off its head from its neck, but shall not divide it. Then he shall sprinkle some of the blood of the sin offering on the side of the altar, but the rest of the blood shall be drained out at the base of the altar. It is a sin offering. He shall then make the second one a whole burnt offering according to the prescribed manner. So the priest shall make atonement on his behalf for the sin he committed, and it shall be remitted him. Now, if he should be unable to afford a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, he shall bring for his sin a gift, 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a sin offering. He shall put no oil on it, nor shall he put frankincense on it, for it is a sin offering. Then he shall bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take his handful as a memorial portion, and put it on the altar of whole burnt offerings to the Lord. It is a sin offering. The priest shall make atonement for him for the sin he committed in any of these matters, and it shall be remitted him. The rest shall be the priest's as a grain offering. Again the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Now if a soul should be oblivious and sin involuntarily in regard to the holy things of the Lord, he shall bring to the Lord for his trespass in which he transgressed a ram without blemish from the sheep, with your valuation in shekels of silver, according to the shekel of the holy place. Thus he shall make restitution wherein he sinned in regard to the holy things, and he shall add 1/5 to give to the priest. So the priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering, and it shall be remitted him. Now if a soul should sin and do anything against the Lord's commandments, though he may not know it, nevertheless he trespassed and shall bear his guilt. So he shall bring to the priest a ram without blemish from the sheep for a trespass offering, with your valuation of silver. So the priest shall make atonement for him regarding his ignorance, in which he erred, but did not know it, and it shall be remitted him. It is a trespass offering. He has certainly trespassed against the Lord. Again the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Now if a soul should sin and actually disregard the Lord's commandments by lying to his neighbor about a deposit entrusted to him for safekeeping, or about a joint ownership, or about a robbery, or if he wronged his neighbor in something, or if he found what was lost and should lie about it and swear falsely, in any of these things a man may do when he sins, then it shall be, whenever he should trespass and is guilty, he shall restore what he stole, or the thing he extorted, or what was delivered to him for safekeeping, or the lost thing he found, or everything about which he swore falsely. He shall restore its full value, add 1/5 more to it, and give it to whomever it belongs on the day his trespass is brought to light. Then he shall bring to the priest his trespass offering to the Lord, a ram without blemish from the sheep, with your valuation. So the priest shall make atonement for him before the Lord, and it shall be remitted him for any of these things he did wherein he trespassed.